Hello there, my friends. Welcome, welcome. So, got an interesting little discovery here for all of us Days Gone players. Whilst I was on Facebook last night, I was looking through some of the Days Gone fan pages, and I noticed that a number of people were starting to post screenshots of Deacon in the main story carrying the weapon that's known as the Growler, or aka the Minigun that you can only get in the challenge mode. And at first I thought, okay, obviously some PC players out there are taking the piss at our expense. They're just making these images and making us think it's on the Days Gone remaster, when it's actually just a PC thing. Turns out a number of people started pointing out the same thing. They started sharing their own screenshots. They started putting up comments all over Facebook saying, nope, this is not a hoax. This is not, it's not somebody taking the piss. This is the real deal. They've been playing the game and they've been finding the Growler at random locations throughout the story mode. So I took it upon myself to go to some of these locations that they'd taken screenshots of, and to my, well, not so much surprise, the weapon was not there. However, as I looked closer, I started to realize something else. There's one thing that all of these screenshots had in common. The players were all on New Game Plus. So I imported my PlayStation 4 data, which had New Game Plus profiles on it. I decided to load up one, which is one I'm playing right now, as you can see on screen. And one of the locations where somebody said they found a Growler was right here in this bathroom area next to Salome Hot Springs. And well, would you believe it? Look at that. There's a Growler sitting inside the stall. So, it turns out, people, they're telling the truth. It seems that the developers have given us a nice little treat. They've added the Growler minigun at random locations throughout this game. I don't know where all of them are, but I've heard of where a few of them are. And so far on my side of it, I've found 4 of them, this one being the first. And they have about 999 rounds in it. And you can basically just pick this thing up and mow down a horde, as far as I'm aware. But based on what I've seen, it's only available on New Game Plus. So don't get any ideas about playing it on a regular playthrough. You won't find it. This particular location right here next to this blue car in Marion Forks, that is where a Growler would be. This here is my playthrough I've been doing on my streams for the last few days, so that's why you're not seeing it there. However, I will show you what happens when you load up a New Game Plus section. This here is the New Game Plus profile loaded up. It's in the same location, and as you can see, there's a Growler sitting right there behind that blue car in Marion Forks. And again, that is one of the locations that was pointed out on Facebook. So I didn't find this one by myself. They said it was there. They showed a screenshot, and I went and investigated, and there it is. It's right there. So, so it really is a busted weapon. It is kind of busted. You can do a lot of damage with it. It's very, very powerful. Now, just to point out for the record, this weapon does not replace your special in your inventory. So I've got the RPD at the minute. The Growler does not replace it. And the second you get onto the bike, Deacon just drops the Growler right there on the spot. But it's not exactly the worst thing. You can still have a lot of fun with this. As you can see here, some of these little freaks decided to come and attack me, and I just did a little practice run on them with this. The weapon bounces all over the place, but it wipes them out. It really does. Look, they're just dropping instantly. And you cannot top up the ammo for this thing either, because I've tried. It just drops it on the floor after it's finished, and then you can just go and get a replacement, because they do respawn after a while too, apparently. I'm not sure how much time it actually takes, but they do definitely reappear. Here's another Growler located outside the entrance to the White King mine. This one was also reported on Facebook. Again, I did not find that one. I just took the player's advice and I went to look for it myself, and there it was. Now, from what I understand as well, it seems that these weapons are located in and around the Horde sites. Someone mentioned that there was one inside this the Twin Craters Horde cave where they like to sleep, and there we have it. There's a Growler sitting right there. To fight my way through a big pile of freaks to get to it, but it was worth it. But yeah, it really is a lot of fun to use this weapon, guys. It really is, and I think I can understand why Deacon can't carry it in his inventory the whole time, because let's be honest, guys. Can you imagine what you would do to a Horde, no matter how big it is, with a weapon like that? You will wipe it out. You wipe it out. So you would technically be very, very OP if they actually allowed you to just get away with that, you know. But all in all, I'm kind of satisfied with that. It's a nice little addition, you know. And this is, as you can see here, this is a Growler respawning. I came back to the area just after a couple of minutes, and it was there again. So it's one nice little way to make killing a Horde a lot easier, especially if you're finding it difficult. And it might help on these permadeath runs, because permadeath is a new game mode that they've added. So if you really are worried about dying and restarting the whole game, at least you know you can pick up a Growler somewhere and maybe just wipe them out. But that's assuming permadeath mode is available on New Game Plus, because I don't know that for sure yet. But all in all, this is great. I haven't seen a lot of YouTube videos out there at all, really. I've only seen people talking about it, but I've not seen any videos on there so far that actually show any of these locations. If there is, I've missed it. I could very well be one of the few people that's actually put something up, but I'm hoping the rest of you will do the same after you've seen this. And if you find any of these Growler locations, feel free to let the community know about it. But all in all, well, enjoy, everybody, because I know I certainly will. But I'll just have to wait till I get back round to a New Game Plus playthrough. Anyway, thanks for watching and have fun. I'll see you all soon. Peace out.